In today's video, I'm going to look at this interesting article about J.K. Rowling. I guess it's not super interesting to know that this character is being allegedly transphobic on the world stage. It seems like that's mostly what they've been up to since the Harry Potter thing, and I don't even believe that this person wrote the Harry Potter the series. I think that was probably a group effort. I think the entire Harry Potter thing is a giant allegory about this Bapho club, and because they think of themselves as witches and being like at Hogwarts is the whole fact that they learn about signs and symbols, and they learn about certain deceptions that go on in school. Like the whole Hogwarts thing, it's an analogy for how there's a group of people out there that they go through a separate type of schooling, and it's behind closed doors, and they speak in signs and symbols and share little secrets, and that's what the Hogwarts thing is all about. You went to school with some Hogwarts witches, guaranteed, and witches and wizards, and the type of magic they use is usually just low-level glamour magic, and they're not usually diving too deep in this stuff, but it is a culture. And J.K. Rowling is a part of it. And J.K. Rowling certainly knows about the trans thing and knows that celebrities are all trans, and they are trans themselves, which is interesting when they speak out against the very thing that they are. And I think it just shows that they're all puppets, clowns, actors, reading lines that they're being told to say. And so I've already said a lot. I just think it's interesting. Maybe in the future it'll be illegal to transvestigate. It'll be illegal to question somebody's gender. Who knows though? This was written on April 1st. So I guess J.K. Rowling has been busy on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, pointing out these convicts who it seems like, I don't know if this is a British thing. It probably is happening all over the world by now at this point, where predators are transitioning or claiming that they're transgender in order to get out of being put in male prison or being treated like a man. J.K. Rowling has challenged Scotland's police to arrest her under the SNP's new hate crime laws after stating that a series of high-profile trans women are men. Freedom of speech and belief are at an end in Scotland if the accurate description of biological sex is deemed criminal. I'm currently out of country, but if what I've written here qualifies as an offence under the terms of the new act, I look forward to being arrested when I return to the birthplace of the Scottish Enlightenment. Their characters on the world stages, they love to put them in prison or whatever, but they're probably not actually in prison, just their alleged character is. And so who knows? Like the character that's playing J.K. Rowling, maybe they're taunting them to do something interesting with their character. I don't understand how this whole Bapho thing works behind the scenes, but a lot of times it just seems like a wild collection of people all trying to do their own thing, but then there's some like mysterious powers above that get to choose what actually happens on the world stage. But it almost does seem like at a certain point they have some ability over their character to act in ways and to try to influence them, like, hey, go ahead and please arrest me, like they're taunting, but ultimately the decision's not up to them, what they're going to do with their character. Lovely Scottish lass and convicted double rapist found her true authentic female self shortly before she was due to be sentenced. Misgendering is hate, so respect the pronouns, please. I love the leggings. Oh, God. But I mean, no neck. There's a reason that they can transition so simply, because these people are free martins. This, man, I mean, this looks like any other person. The orange blanket behind them. This looks like basically every therapist out there looks like this. Ridul Wada, head of a Scottish rape crisis center, says sexual violence happens to bigoted people as well. She has no gender recognition certificate, but was still appointed to a job advertised for women only. I mean, again, so many women that look exactly like this out there today. Nothing different. This, if somebody just said this is a therapist, like, anybody looks like this. And that just goes to show you that these people are everywhere, and they always have been, and all the world's a stage. And the club is this trans thing. They're just coming out in the open with it now. And this isn't the first time. In Berlin, 1930s, right around the time that Hitler came to power in Berlin, they were doing this trans stuff openly. They've tried to come out in the open with it in past times, but they were shut down. They had come out with the whole Hitler thing to shut down the trans thing back in 1930. Fragile flower Katie Dolotowski, 6'5", was rightly sent to a women's prison in Scotland after conviction. This ensured she was protected from violent predatory men. They are a sexual abuser. Look at the witch look on this, and the hands like they're holding a magic wand. And I think this is what the evil eye is about. When they make a hole in their hand and show it to the camera, you know how that's like a game for frat type Martins? I think that is like the evil eye. Not that I believe in like wearing a necklace that's going to protect you from that, but I think that when they make a circle for the camera for you to look at, or for, in public, they'll do this just to people. I think it's like an evil eye down here, and then up here holding their hand like a magic wand, being very over the top with the magic wandness of that one. April Fools! Only kidding. Obviously, the people mentioned in the above tweets aren't women at all, but men. Every last one of them. Well, they're free Martins. In passing the Scottish Hate Crime Act, Scottish lawmakers seem to have placed higher value on the feelings of men. Whatever, JK. Trying to stay relevant. But it seems like, after the whole Harry Potter thing, that the JK character has just been on trans stuff, which is very interesting, because, yeah, I think that the whole Harry Potter series is an allegory for these trans people and the secret society that they've been running since who knows how long. I think these are the people that do the historical resets, or at least whoever controls these people. And so I think that they've always been the ones goofing around on the world stage ever since the last reset and from before. Hashtag arrest me. Well, what do you guys think? Is transvestigation going to become a legal offense at a certain point? I guess it is in Scotland, apparently, but who knows? Does anybody actually get arrested by these things, or are they just empty threats? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. God bless everyone.